does.
So do I. I got a loose skin. He's got none.
No, his pecs are pretty tight.
He probably moisturizes, but still has that nice sheen to the skin. And
he moisturizes. He has his hair too. I don't know how he has a full head of hair too. I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution. So I want to know what's happening to the guy that crashed into the bridge. That's what I want to know.
Probably nothing. So far, they said he did everything right.
So why did he crash into the bridge?
Well, because supposedly the ship lost propulsion, lost power, lost propulsion, lost the ability to steer. And when they finally got it back, whatever maneuver they tried to do, aimed it right at the bridge. So
there's lots of,
which is pretty nuts because. Right, immediately after that, and immediately before, the pylon is like tiny compared to the span on either side of the bridge the boat could have gone under. But however Murphy's Law worked out in that case, it went straight into the concrete.
Yeah, there's been lots of conspiracy floating around now already about it. Was it deliberate? What this? And then Biden, he's like, the federal government's going to pay for it immediately and all this. I reckon it's going to be like $1 billion. And people are like, those shipping companies have hundreds of millions of dollars worth of insurance. Why is the taxpayer paying for the bridge when that shipping company should be the ones paying for it? And
I'll tell you why.
Joy Reid was going on about with the mayor of Baltimore, the black guy, how, people are saying stuff about him that's because he's black. And Joy Reid's like, yes, yes. And the people just don't like it. There was Latinos working on the bridge, Latinos, not white people. And the ship was Indian, brown people. Just the white America is trying to make. I'm like, why are you bringing in the ship's crew race? The people working on the bridges race, they all built America, and they were the ones on the bridge. There was no white. What did she say? White, like upper class people working on it. It was the Latinos there when it came down. I'm like, oh, fuck me dead.
The reason why they want to use federal funds for it is because they'll do it immediately. The insurance company is going to drag their feet, investigate, there'll be months, if not years, before the insurance company pays up. So they got to get the bridge back up.
I reckon it's going to take like 5-6 years, and that's like one of the that's probably. I know they're trying to clear it as quick as they can to get the shipping port going, because I reckon like cars, farming equipment, and so many things come in and out of that port.
Most of the cars that are imported to the United States come through that port.
Didn't someone say, I think yesterday, there's already going to be like 300 ships backed up because of it?
Probably. They sent the giant crane ship there now.
Yeah.
There's two of them.
Didn't they say can only do like so many thousand at a time, and they reckon there's like 400,000 ton of bridge just on the ship alone, so they're going to have to cut it all up and just move it little bits at a time because that crane can only lift so much. They need to get the Egyptians there because they used to lift those big stones for the pyramids. They can get that bridge out in 2 days if you get the Egyptians.
All I know is that DeSantis repaired the bridge to Pine Island here after the hurricane 2 years ago in 1 day. So maybe they should get him on fixing that bridge because he obviously figured out how to do it very quickly.
Actually, you know who builds bridges really fast? Are the Chinese.
Get them in here. Yep. They got plenty of people over there. Jimmy the Bull would say, "Put them in a white van, send them over here."
Yep. Put them in a ship.
There's like just go down to the Rio Grande and get a couple of 10,000 of those people coming across because according to Joy Reid, they fix bridges and do everything else. So.
I want to show you this thing. Have you seen Robbie Robinson? These recent pictures of him posing.
What is Robbie now? Is he like 76 now or what? 78?
77. All right, ready for this?
Yeah.
Here he is guest posing. 77 years old.
Still looks great, doesn't he? And John's like, yep, and he's a weed smoker every day. It does the body good.
Right.
His skin is pretty damn good, I got to tell you, for 77 years old, right? He doesn't really have any wrinkles on his face.
Insane. Unbelievable.
Even his skin on his body is pretty good. You know, usually when you get old, I have like more loose skin than he does.
So do I. I got a loose skin he's got none.
No, his pecs are pretty tight.
He probably moisturizes, but still has that nice sheen to the skin.
He moisturizes. He has his hair too. I don't know. He has a full head of hair too, John.
He looks amazing.
You think that's real hair? It must be.
Well, you don't know where the braids end and the hair starts.
That's true.
Marijuana does the body good.
That's right. The higher you stay, the longer you live.
Every time you'd see him in gold, sometimes you'd have the shades on because he's high as a kite. He's talking really slow.
Would you train with him? Because he used to come in like your time, early in the morning, right?
Yeah, then he'll come back again later on. But I follow some of his stuff. He's always, like I said, if you watch him, he's always strictly to his diet. He's always eating healthy. He puts up the foods he has. But like I said, 77, he'll probably live to 100 by the look of him. It's like,
yeah, he told me he's a big believer in injectable glutathione too. He's been doing that for years. He told me. So,
and didn't he have that? He was taking that stuff too, because didn't he have like that problem with his blood, the red blood cells or something?
Well, he's got like a partial sickle cell anemia. He doesn't have full blown sickle cell, but he has sickle cell anemia. So I think it's sometimes once in a while he'll get like episodes where he's. You know, because sickle cell anemia is when your red blood cells are supposed to be these biconcave discs, and the sickle cell is kind of like it's not shaping properly. So because it's kind of weird shaped like a sickle. It doesn't carry oxygen as well. So, you know, probably, you know, he's carrying maybe 25% less oxygen than the average person. So he can get low energy and stuff like that, especially if lets his body get run down. I imagine. Probably being on anabolics probably helped him because it raises red blood cell count. You know,
would it be him or who's been going to golds the longest? Him or Charles Glass? Robbie probably, wouldn't he? Robbie?
I would think Robbie's older, right? So
yeah, Robbie's older.
Because Robbie was there, even back in the 70s with Arnold and that.
Did Robbie go earlier than Arnold or after Arnold?
Way earlier.
Robbie, there's lots of photos of Robbie's when he was on the Main Street building, you know, when it's just that the old one, the golds that had the brick.
The original one on 2nd Street in Santa Monica, that one?
Yeah, where it's
or the original, or Joe's original Gold's Gym.
Joe's original.
Pacific. Yeah,
Pacific, yeah. Where it's just that brick front. There's pictures of that group out the front, him and Platts and the whole, you know, it's like 100 people in the photo. Yes, that would have been like, what, 72-ish, 71 even, maybe?
Yeah, probably early 70s, yeah.
So he's been there forever.